Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Pole Day Qualifying to see who will start on the pole for tomorrow night's Busch Series race here at Charlotte, powered by the WRA, as Billy Kitchens is the first driver now out onto the track. It is our 12th race of the season. So we have begun the expedited 5 minutes on the clock. Top six will transfer into tomorrow's night's Busch race. As Leela Bakai almost held up the Outback Steakhouse Chevrolet. 29,784 for that machine. Skylar Davidson did not qualify for the truck race. Shakes McDaniel in the 41 out onto the track. Harrison Jenkins in the 14. Violet Jackson. Jacob Foster didn't qualify for the truck race. Trying to make the Busch race as well as the Cup race you'll see tomorrow night. Erica Douglas, we'll see her later tonight in the truck race. There's Michael Brown. We'll see him later tonight in the Truck Series race. Alexandria Van Dam did not qualify for the truck race. We'll try to make the Busch race here this weekend. There's Mia Watch, Jesse Art, Ari Springer, Thriller Tadwell, Suni Sue. There's our pole sitter for tonight's truck race, Futaba Sakura. Claire Oliveras, the one of two. Excuse me. This cough is going to be annoying. Claire Oliveras trying to qualify into her Busch debut. The 18-year-old from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We'll see her countryman in the next round of qualifying. Trinity Lee, we'll see her later tonight in the truck race. Lucy Granger going to focus on the Busch Series for the remainder of the season. Running the AutoZone colors this week. Again, we're looking for 6 spots. That's what we're looking for. Carolina Bradley, we'll see her tomorrow night trying to qualify into the Cup race. Carolina Bradley, currently 11th quickest, trying to find some speed. She will go slower. Marco Diaz in the 0. Mia Watts, 29,142. Ethan Stapleton. Cassandra Mills going to also be trying to attempt the double tomorrow night to make the Cup race. April Winters. Remy Crampton. Eric Stanbury. Down to 3 seconds left to go. I'm actually in a VC with Sean and Cody. That is it. Last chance for drivers that haven't made a lap to get into the show. Looks like Brad Blackman's not going to make the show. It looks like Brady Columbus was the fastest in this session. So it looks like that's going to be it for this session. Brady Columbus, Shakes McDaniel, Jacob Foster, Harrison Jenkins, Alexandra Van Dam, and April Winters are the drivers that will transfer into the next round of qualifying. Excuse me. So I'll go ahead and write that down. Nice redemption for Alexandria Van Dam. So unfortunately, the drivers who will not race tomorrow night will go home or will be in tomorrow's Winston Cup qualifying. They will be Erica Douglas, Caleb Hobbs, Violet Jackson, Nathan Stapleton, Michael Brown. We'll see him later tonight. Marco Diaz, Suni Sue, Skylar Davidson, Remy Crampton, Carolina Bradley, Lucy Granger, Billy Kitchen, Cassandra Mills, Eric Stanbury, Trinity Lee, Claire Oliveras, Jesse Art, Lilo Pakai, Ari Springer, Thriller Tadwell, Futaba Sakura, our pulser for the truck race, Brad Blackman, and Mia Watts. Those drivers, unfortunately for them, have failed to qualify. They will have to try again next week at Talladega Super Speedway, which there will be a new format for the Super Speedways starting next week. We'll discuss that next week at Talladega. So we're going to take a break, get ready to bring the other 28 drivers out on track. There were 57 that entered to try to qualify for the 12 spots. That means we're going to have a lot of drivers going home after this weekend. So we'll tell you the 28 drivers you'll see next on track after this. This is the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network. Welcome back to the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network. Getting ready for second round of the go or go home drivers to find out who will be in tomorrow night's race here at Charlotte. Another expedited 5 minutes on the clock. Ellie Rose, the first driver out onto the track. This is by far our biggest field on a mile and a half this season. So Ellie Rose looking to redeem herself. Didn't qualify for the truck race, which her teammate Futaba Sakura is starting on the pole. Which I believe a week from tonight, there's a league night wrapping up the whole season. And then 29076 for Ellie Rose. It's basically a farewell to the paper. That's basically it. Yeah, I know. We got everything on the vapor retirement ceremony done. There's Carson Miller trying to make the show this week. A lot of these drivers. There is one change, though. In the 90 is Carlos Rodriguez, who will be attempting to qualify that 90 Ford into the show. Top of the board goes Madison Tall. Madison Tall set a 28.529. There's Taylor Valley. This is the same track Taylor Valley and Tula Topola made their Busch debut. Taylor Valley third quickest right now. Under 2 minutes to go. Addison Peterson, we'll see her later tonight in the Craftsman Truck Series qualifying, or the Truck Series race, excuse me.
Right before Thanksgiving, from what I heard. Yeah, it'll be a week on Sunday. Basically, we're allowing anybody who wants
28112 for the 94.
who wants to have their opportunity.
Josh Harmon, top of the sheets, 28041.
Participate. They can't. That's all that there's going to be about it.
William Brock, currently the fastest in this session, 27.974. Approaching 30 seconds left to go in this session. Addison Peterson on the bubble.
I don't think there's much else. I don't know what Danny's doing.
Right now, zero's on the clock. That's it. Sydney Ball goes second quickest, 28.039. That's probably one of our fastest times of the weekend. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to beat it. So William Brock will race tomorrow night. He'll be joined by Sydney Ball, Josh Harmon, Wanda McBride will make another start, Sarah Costello, and Addison Peterson will get the final transfer spot. So Addie's going to do the double this weekend because she's not entered in the Cup race this weekend. It's another driver. I think it's Nathan Stapleton this week in the 97. So good job to those 6 drivers. They will join the other 6 that are going to make the show. Unfortunately, the drivers who will not race tomorrow night, they have failed to qualify. Those drivers include, while I am currently putting down the drivers who transfer so I don't forget. The DNQers are Marinelli, DeLeon, Madison Toll, Lucky Prescott, Hazel Eveling, Taylor Valley, Carson Millers, Annie Winters in the 64 this week. Jalecia Cushman, Shyla Ascroft, we'll see her later this evening in the truck race. Zach Foster, ditto for him. Ellie Rose, Clayton Huntington Wolf, excuse me. Amy Hicks, Beatrice Campos was trying to make her debut, did not qualify, but She will DNQ in her first attempt. Not surprised. Jonathan Hoff, Alex Romero, Carlos Rodriguez, Autumn McDowell, Jake Littleton, Anthony Ritchie, Abigail Lynn, and Shade Earnhardt. Those drivers, unfortunately for them, they will not race tomorrow evening. So, number of them will have to try again. In Shyla Ashcroft's case, she will have to try to make the cup race tomorrow evening. So, we're going to take our last commercial break. We're going to get the other 30 full-time drivers onto the grid with the 12 that have transferred in for our final round of qualifying right after this. This is the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network. Final round of qualifying for the Busch Series field is ready to go as we now have our 42 drivers lined up ready to go for tomorrow night's race. It is the I think it's the History 300. The truck race is called the North Carolina Educational Lottery 200. As I knocked over a bottle, thankfully it was empty. Will you cut that out? As Xavier Alsop is out onto the track to start qualifying. Will you cut that out, Sean? Cody, I think, went to go get some food down there in the concession stand.
Well, somebody's hungry, so.
Good thing is we're having an early dinner. As it, yeah. Well, it's nighttime, so we're already having an early dinner, y'all. Lauren Grubius already set a time, but that's her get up to speed, so next lap will be her official time. A lot of top stories coming out of the race that we were at 2 weeks ago at Darlington as a 2886 for the 35 McDonald's Ford. There's Gabe Litton in the 56. Coming out of Darlington. Remember, there was no trucks or Busch race last week because we had only the Cup drivers for All-Star Weekend. Xavier Alsop, 16th in the points. Gabe Litton needs a good run. The problem is he is 26th in the points. And I got to figure out how many he is ahead of 30th. So he'll need a good run tomorrow evening. There's Kyle Langland in the Dr. Pepper 26. Kyle also needs a good run tomorrow because he comes into this race 28th in the points. He is a total of let's see. 13. He's only 23 points ahead of 30th in the standings. Need to take a drink. I'll do that right now. By the way, for anyone asking, that was water I was drinking. I will get some food in between qualifying and the race. Tula Tapola marks the 1-season anniversary he made his debut in the Busch Series. In the 19, the only catch is he's driving for Joe Gibbs Racing this season. Comes in this race 6th in the points. By the way, as of Busch qualifying, the Cup haulers have already arrived. They've already started unloading right before this qualifying session got going. So there you go. Ricky Cervantes Comes in this race 15th in the points. Tyler Ware running the black and gold Bass Pro Shop colors on his number 81. Jumped up 6 spots to 23rd in the points. Josh Harmon qualified his way in. Bora Park, another driver I would be concerned about. Comes in this race 26th, or 25th, in the points. Needs a good run to get away from 30th in the standings. Jacob Foster qualified his way in. Talked about Futaba Sakura winning the pole for the truck race. Could lightning strike twice with Jacob Foster? We'll have to wait and see about that. Jamie Bonine, 19th quickest for that, or now 20th quickest, 28.162 for the Pennzoil Ford. Dropped 2 spots down to 19th in the points. Olivia Jackson. She's currently 27th quickest right now. Comes in this race 27th in the points. And I said Kyle Langland was like, what? 13 points ahead of the cut line. Well, Olivia Jackson is 15 ahead of 30th in the standings. Needs a good run to get away from 30th in the standings. Abigail Stone, 9th in the points, having a good rookie year for her. Wanda McBride just raced her way into the field. There's Morgan LaFay. Dropped a spot down to 14th in the points. Rosalinda Masterson. Courtney Lynn. Courtney will now be driving the 25 for the remainder of the year because Christian Williams, you will see him tomorrow night trying to qualify the 84 car on the ovals and all that on the cup side. And then for the road courses will be Momo Akari. Christian has yet to make a cup start this season. In fact, he's yet to make a real start in all 3 series. Courtney Lynn comes into this race 17th in points. Alexandria Van Dam, will see her tomorrow. Or we'll see her tomorrow night. Brenda Eveling, we'll see her tomorrow night trying to qualify the 24 in the show in the Pepsi Chevy. Bet that all-star break was something I think she needed because it's not been a good season over there for that 24 team. And I think Sean and Cody would agree why I say that if you've seen all the races so far. Ebonia Mirmoez didn't qualify for the truck race. Boney jumped up 6 spots to 21st in the points. And there's your points leader coming into tomorrow night's race, Samit Ozkin. Here's the problem. Samit Ozkin over in trucks, which I talked about in pole day qualifying last night, that was his, I want to say, 4th DNQ in a row. Ever since he's fallen out of the top 30 in the points, he's never recovered. There's William Brock, Harrison Jenkins, Katsura Mirmoez. 5th in points, lost 3 spots last week. Where is the guy that comes into this race 2nd in the points? JJ Palmer, dead last. That's not good. Not just your top 2 in the points, but also your top 2 in the Rookie of the Year standings coming in this race. And with where they're qualified, that's a concern. Fastest right now is April Winters, 27.901. Mohammed Zain running the Ritz colors this week on his Chevrolet. 40th quickest. He failed to qualify for the truck race. So we're only going to have Daniel Gitteroth and... I'm trying to think who the other driver is. Trying to remember. Oh, Dylan Ibrahimian. That's the other one. Kyle Langland's on the apron. That was Alex Winters you saw on pit road. Who is the slowest, you're asking? It's J.J. Palmer. Quentin Moore, 41st quickest. Boy, Q-Man's weekend has not gone well. Failed to qualify for the truck race. He's already at the rear of the field for the Busch race, the way things are looking for that 89 bunch. So I'm not really sure what's going on over at the 89 camp. And Quentin is 10th in points. So I'd be a little concerned about that. See where our top 10 of the points are running, or the rest of them are. London Jackson 19th, barring any changes. Gitteroff 22nd. Drivers we have not mentioned. Where is the one? 7th. That's Ashlyn Wright. She'll be in the truck race later tonight. Emily Green's on the front row. And the 60's 18th quickest. So I'm seeing a number of our drivers in the top 10 of the points. A few of them are in the top 10. And a number of our drivers running very well in the points got their work cut out at the rear of the field for tomorrow night. Quentin Moore now dead last. Palmer's up to 34th, but they still got some work to do. I believe Addy is the only one. I'm going to have to double check. I think out of the drivers that are racing in the truck race later tonight, the only one who has a better starting spot in this race that's racing tonight is Addison Peterson. Because the next closest is Ashlyn Wright, excuse me. And where it.
I am back.
Welcome back, Cody.
I finally got my case for my new phone.
Cool. While you were doing that, I was going to look and see. Addie starts 10th. So she's already had a good weekend as far as qualifying is concerned. Don't think Gitteroth qualified well. I'm going to look. Gitteroth's going to start 30th. Ugh. That's not good. Let me see. Where did Ibrahimian qualify? He qualified 3rd. Okay. So it's already been a bad weekend already for Summit Oskin's team. 2 of the 4 drivers from Summit Oskin failed to qualify. Oskin himself and Mohammed Zain. And I believe those drivers are trying to also qualify in tomorrow night's Coke 600. You'll see Sunday night at 7. Good news is the weather is perfect for this evening, getting ready for the truck race. Glad I didn't butcher that up. It's going to be a big test for Addie Peterson. Not only she's racing in tonight's truck race, what can she learn that can help her for tomorrow night's race? The truck race, by the way, is 100 laps, so no doubt those drivers over there, they're going to have to pit about 100 miles. I'll have to look it up. And with about 10 seconds left to go, I don't think anybody's going to beat a 27,901 set by the Tucson Chevrolet. And April Winters is making her fourth start on the season. She has already won a pole, so I believe she'll be our first repeat pole sitter we had. Let's see, a 27,901 compared to a 28,911. That is almost that is like 1.01 seconds. Looking at the times. So a little over a second quicker than the truck qualifying we had yesterday. Zeros are now on the clock. And that is it for qualifying for the Busch Series. As April Winters will snag her second pole on the season, she'll be alongside of Emily Green when we go green tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alexandria Van Dam, Addison Peterson will make it row 2. Marcus Sellers, Alex Winters, row 3. So the Winters siblings starting inside the top 6. Alex and April, good for those drivers. Let's see. Luna Farmer, we'll see her tomorrow trying to qualify the Cup car in the show, trying to do the double over there. Kyle Langland, Ashlyn Wright, Tula Tabola. That is your top 10. I talked about this in the truck qualifying last night. This is a long race. This is one of our longest races you're going to see on the channel as you look on down through the rest of the qualifying results. So you got to have a long run car. You know, this is a track. Fuel mileage going to play a major factor tomorrow night. And for all these drivers who didn't qualify that well, you got to be nervous about this. And we've gone now 2 for 2 this weekend. Last night, our points leader in trucks didn't qualify that well. Tonight, history repeats itself. Are we thinking that the Cup points leader could be qualifying deep tomorrow night? Who knows at this point over there with the Winston Cup drivers, but a lot of big names running well in points. They got their work cut out for them at the rear of the field. Summit Oskin, a weekend he liked to forget. Starting at the rear of the field, Brenda Evelyn, not the qualifying she was hoping for as far as that's concerned. But pit strategy going to be a big factor tomorrow night here in the Busch race for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this qualifying session. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We've shown your starting lineup for tomorrow evening's race. They will go green at 7 o'clock Eastern. Before that, though, we'll have Winston Cup qualifying at 5 p.m. Eastern to find out the 7 drivers that qualify into the Coke 600. But before any of those happen, we got the truck race coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Until we see you then for the truck race or tomorrow night, for Cody and Sean, I'm Dean Villas. You've been watching another broadcast of the World Racing Association's Multimedia Network.